Hi guys, I'm Shmi. I'm in the Michelin Supercar Paddock at the 2015 Goodwood Festival of Speed, and there are some phenomenal cars in this area this year, so I'm going to take you on a little tour. Let's take a look around, and we'll start off with the Ferrari section and the FXX, of course the LaFerrari based latest addition to the XX program, hybrid hypercar come track car. It's even plugged in there, which is quite fun. That thing looks seriously menacing. I'll come down next to the 599XX, slightly older but still insanely cool, before we get to the FXX, the Enzo-based car, and the first car of this series. Sort of the customers buy the car and attend specific dedicated Ferrari driving days. And then we've got the 458 Challenge there as well. Before we come down to the road cars, and unsurprisingly, first up we have the LaFerrari, the current flagship 6.2 litre V12, 950 horsepower with the hybrid side as well. And after that we have the F12 TRS, custom, originally one-off project based on the F12 Berlinetta for a private customer, although there are now two further cars that have been built as well, sort of spy shots of those around the internet, but I seriously love that thing, and the rumours say it was $3 million worth or so to have it built through Ferrari's Special Projects division. Beyond that, we have the F12 Berlinetta, standard GT car, and then we have the 488 GTB, the latest addition to the road lineup, and I think probably the first time this car has been at a public event in the United Kingdom. Very interested to see more of these as they're out and about and delivered to customers later in this year, obviously turning the 458 into a turbocharged V8, now 670 PS. Alongside that, we have the California T, obviously the turbocharged version of the Ferrari California. Taking a look down the second row, we start with Jim Glickenhaus's SCG003, his sort of complete project he built and revealed at Geneva earlier this year to take to the Nürburgring 24 hours and race the car, but it's also road legal, so it's sort of the closest to racing experience you can get in a car you can drive on the road. Full carbon and looking incredibly aggressive here. You can see Jim himself there just standing behind the door explaining the car to some folks. Next to that, we have a very bright yellow Pagani Huayra. Looks good in a loud colour. Italian V12 flare, of course. We're used to seeing that here in the Goodwood Paddock. I come through the crowd here, we've got the Lexus LFA, a car I love driving, one of the best sounding V10s in the world, and it looks awesome in that blue as well. Move on, we've got Noble's M600, we've got two actually, one in red, one in blue, another regular here at Goodwood. Then we've got the Lamborghini Huracan, the LP610-4, looking nice in bright green, before we move to the Aventador SV, the Super Veloce, the LP750-4, and the car that's just done a 6 minutes 59 second time at the Nürburgring, which is truly insane. That's only 2 seconds behind the Porsche 918 Spyder. New car raises the power by 50 horsepower. Got a new sort of aerodynamic design at the front, a new wing at the rear, extra cooling through the vents you can see on the rear deck lid. And that looks very nice in the red they've got here. After that, we've got the two Koenigseggs. So first up, we've got the Agera N, a one-off based, of course, on the Koenigsegg Agera, but with some of the one-to-one parts, with the wheels and the mirrors and the like. And then we have the Koenigsegg One-to-One, the epic mega car, 1,360 horsepower, 1,360 kilos, only 6 to be built. Price tag of a small fortune, but this one looks truly stunning in the dark blue carbon with the white highlights over it. Interestingly, it's just set a time from 0 to 300 kilometers per hour and back of just 17.95 seconds. That is quite a substantial record. It's just unthinkable how much performance this car has available, and it's such an amazing design with the wing coming out the rear then. Let's move on. 3 updated cars for 2015. We have the Zenvo ST1, the Sin R1, and also a new look Arash AF8. We have 2 Maseratis, the Gran Cabrio MC and the Centennial edition of the MC Stradale. On the other side, we've got the Stingray convertible Corvette, alongside the Corvette Z06, a car just like the one I drove last week to Le Mans with Corvette Racing. Back over, we've got the new GT Speed. And next to that, the GT3R, the most hardcore version of the Continental GT, with a special sort of bespoke livery for the car. Flip background, we've got a lovely blue BMW i8 alongside the Jaguar F-Type R, finished in the blue and orange livery design that goes along with their sponsorship of the Bloodhound SSC project that they're working on. And next to that is the Project 7, which is of course their sort of limited run, 250 cars, open two-seater sports car with the canvas roof on here, which is the first time I've actually seen how that works. Just sort of temporary thing, but I love the wing on the back of that car as well. Then we've got McLaren with a lovely orange 570S, the new sports series, and the 650S Le Mans edition, limited to just 50 units with the scoop and louvres and the special wheels commemorative of the 20th anniversary of the victory at Le Mans with the F1 GTR 20 years ago now. We've got 3 Porsches, 918 Spyder Weissach package, finished with the white and red design as well. The new 991 GT3 RS, and here the Cayman GT4. There's an empty slot just beyond that for the Mercedes AMG GTS that's yet to arrive. There are some gaps on the Aston Martin area waiting to be filled, but we do have the Vantage GT12, the ultimate race car on the Vantage platform, and then the CC100 concept that was revealed before now over there as well. I believe it should be the new DB9 GT, and maybe the Vulcan that comes as well, where the sign says the Vantage V12S Roadster. And on this side, there will be a P1 GTR right here later as well, which is rather special. Beyond that, we have Audi's new R8 V10 Plus, which I think looks stunning in this blue. Very, very nice look. And on the other side, we have a Rolls-Royce Wraith in red and silver, which looks pretty good too. The rest of this area is filled with more introductions, new cars, first glance. So we'll take a look around. We've got the BAC Mono and the new Morgan Aero 8. Seat Leon ST Cupra, Tesla Model S P85D, rapid machine, Range Rover Sport SVR.
Hello, Joseph.
The new Duke R is going to be releasing here. The GLM ZZ and the Aerial Nomad off-road buggy. It's one last section to come round and look at too. But it looks like we've got some older cars here too with the Ford lineup. We have the Mustang GT350R, which I think is the first production spec car that comes with carbon fiber wheels, and it's seriously hardcore. Alongside that, we also have the older Ford RS200 with the Sierra RS Cosworth before we get to the new Focus RS. I went to the launch of that in Germany not too long ago. Audi's new RS3 that I also drove a few weeks back next to its competitor car, the Mercedes AMG, well, A45 AMG. We've got the Peugeot 308 GTI, the new Honda Civic Type R will be here, as will the Mazda MX-5. On this side, Lexus RCF with carbon pack, carbon bonnet and roof, followed by the Lexus GSF, Jaguar XVR Bloodhound support vehicle. Interesting car. There's the new XE, the Jaguar XE S. Those are probably going to be very popular in the not too distant future with KN Turbo S, Targa 4 GTS. There will be a Boxster Spyder here alongside a much more traditional 911. This is the Singer. Very valuable, very special, new, old 911 if you will. Newly built. Those are seriously awesome. The Aston Martins have arrived and we have a gorgeous deep red V12 Vantage S Roadster here. And alongside that, the first reveal of the new DB9 GT with some revisions and a power increase, sort of the last of the DB9 models, but awesome to see that here. And I hear that the Vulcan is just about to arrive. Aston Martin Vulcan has arrived, and this car's going to be running up the hill. It looks so unbelievably cool. And just look at those rear lights as well. That's amazing. Let's take a quick sneak.
We're not going to be able to move the truck because we need to then unload the truck. So we're not going to be able to move the truck.
Now that is a serious bit of kit. Probably the sort of highlight car of this year's Supercar Paddock. No P1 GTR here yet today, so in its absence until that arrives tomorrow, some clips of the car at Le Mans 2 weeks ago. There we have it, a look around the Michelin Supercar Paddock at the 2015 Goodwood Festival of Speed, and also the first glance class as well. Hope you enjoyed that tour of some pretty amazing cars all lined up in one place. There's not very much that's missing from this little area right here at Goodwood. Set to be an awesome event though, so make sure you're subscribed and check out all of the other videos. I can't wait for what we're going to be filming ahead. But that's it for now. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers!